Hello students, good evening. Today we are going to do revision on the third chapter, that is synthetic fibers and plastic. There are lot of items around us which are made from synthetic fibers and plastics. Clothes, car, seat belts, toothbrush, toys, chairs are some of the examples of objects made with synthetic fibers and plastics. Let us learn about synthetic fibers and plastics in detail. What are synthetic fibers? The cloths that we wore are made with fabrics, and fabrics are made from fibers. Depending on the source from which we obtain the fiber, it is classified into natural fibers. These are obtained from nature, such as cotton, silk, wool, etc. Synthetic or man-made fibers. These are made by human beings with chemical substances. Let us learn about synthetic fibers. Consider the following example. Like in the above example, synthetic fibers are also a chain of small units joined together. In our case, each small unit is a chemical substance. Many such chemical substances combine to form a large single unit called a polymer. The word poly means many and mer means unit. So polymer means many repeating units. Types of synthetic fibers. There are 4 types of synthetic fibers. They are rayon, nylon, polyester and acrylic. Rayon. This synthetic fiber is obtained by chemical treatment of wood pulp. Their properties are similar to that of silk. Thus, they are also called as artificial silk. It is very cheap compared to natural silk, but can be woven like silk fibers. It can be dyed in a wide variety of colors. It is mixed with wool to make carpets and cotton to make bed sheets. Nylon. This is the first synthetic fiber. It is obtained from coal, water and air. It is strong, elastic and lightweight. It is shining and easy to wash. Thus, it became very popular for making cloths. It is even stronger than a steel wire, thus used in the making of ropes and parachutes. Curtains, car seat belts, toothbrushes, ropes, tents, etc. are the example of nylon. Polyester. It is made of the repeating units of chemical called ester. Ester is the chemical that gives smells for the fruits. The fabrics made with polyester will not get wrinkled easily and it's easy to wash. Terylene is a popular polyester which can be drawn into very fine fibers and can be woven like any other cloth material. PET is also a popular polyester which is used to make bottles, films, wires and utensils. The next one is acrylic. These synthetic fiber are used to make sweaters, shawls and blankets because these things made with acrylic resembles natural wool in appearance. It is shining and easy to wash. Thus, it became very popular for making cloths. It is even stronger than a steel wire, thus used in making ropes and parachutes. Characteristics of synthetic fiber. Synthetic fibers or man-made fibers possess unique characteristics which makes them a popular material for the making of dress and other materials. Some of the characteristics of synthetic fibers are: they dry up quickly, they are durable, they are less expensive, they are readily available, they are easy to maintain. Let us now learn about plastics. Like synthetic fibers, plastic is also a polymer. The arrangement of units in all plastics is not the same. Like in some plastics, the arrangement of units are linear and in some others it is cross-linked as shown below. Plastic is easily moldable and can be shaped in any form. It can be recycled, reused, melted, colored, made into thin wires or rolled into sheets. That is why we can see many items around us made with plastics. Deformation of plastics. We know that some plastics can be bent easily while some break and while some bend. You will also understand that some plastics will be deformed with hot water or air. Those plastics which get deformed easily on heating and can be bent easily are called thermoplastics. So they are very useful in the making of toys, combs and various items. Polythene and PVC are some examples of thermoplastics. Those plastics which once molded cannot be softened by heating are called thermosetting plastics. They are poor conductors of heat and electricity. Bakelite and melamine are two examples of thermosetting plastics. Bakelite is used in the making of electrical switches and handles of various utensils, as it is a poor conductor of heat and electricity. Melamine is used widely and is a versatile material. It is used to make floor tiles, kitchenware and fabrics which resist fire, because melamine can resist fire and tolerate heat better than other plastics. Now let us see some examples of thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. Plastics as materials of choice. Plastic is one of the most widely chosen material in the world because of its characteristics. Let us see what are the characteristic properties of plastics. Plastic is non-reactive. Plastic is light. Plastic is strong. Plastic is durable. Plastics are poor conductors. Plastic is non-reactive. Unlike metals, plastics do not react with water and air, so they are not corroded easily. Therefore, plastic is used to store various kinds of materials, including many chemicals. Plastic is light, strong and durable. Plastic is used for various purposes because it is light, strong, durable and can be molded into different sizes and shapes. They are also very cheaper than metals. Plastics are poor conductors. Electrical cables and handles of screwdriver are plastic covered. Also, handles of frying pans are also plastic covered because plastics are poor conductor of heat and electricity. Plastics and the environment. We have a lot of plastics around us, like toys, covers, bottles and many more items. After our usage, almost all the plastics go to garbage, or we can say to the environment. This makes the environment polluted. If not managed well, the materials which get decomposed through natural processes such as action by bacteria are called biodegradable materials. The materials which are not easily decomposed through natural processes are called non-biodegradable materials. Plastics takes several years to decompose, so it is not environment friendly. Also, while burning plastics, a lot of poisonous fumes are released into the atmosphere, which also causes pollution. Biodegradable and non-biodegradable wastes. Example table. Please read the table completely to understand more about biodegradable and non-biodegradable. How we can control plastic pollution in the environment? Avoid the use of plastic as far as possible. Use bags made with jute or cotton instead of plastic for shopping. Biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste should be collected separately and disposed of separately. Try to recycle plastic waste. Most of the thermoplastics can be recycled as they can be molded to another item or itself, again by heating process. Try to implement 4 principles: reduce, reuse, recycle and recover.